Hey guys, it's Jason from the Omni Sales team, and in today's video, we're going through one of the most crucial things you need to know about your customers. It does not matter what conversations you have, where they come from, what they do. If you don't find out what we discuss in this video, the game is over. You're never going to sell to anyone. Why? Because when people come to buy, they're buying for a reason. And in today's video, we're going over the client's main buying goals. We need to understand why the client is in our displays, why they're talking to us, and how we can best service them. So as always, guys, grab a pen, grab some paper, and get ready to write down some notes. Because remember, what is written is retained. And the only way we're going to get better is by writing it down, practicing, and going out and doing it. So come on the journey. The client's main buying goal. Step one is understanding the client's main buying goal gets uncovered during the discovery stage of the 7 steps of selling. So step one is rapport building. Once we understand the client, who they are, where they come from, what they do for work, what they need this house for, we move on to step 2, which is the discovery stage. Step 2 of the 7 steps of selling is where we get to ask more in-depth questions. It's where we get to understand the client's actual needs much more. And the way that we finish the 7 steps of selling step 2 and move on to step 3, which is the alignment stage, is we need to figure out the client's main buying goal. The whole point of step 2 of the 7 steps of selling is to find out what this goal is. Why? Because when we understand the client's goal, that fuels us and that becomes everything that we talk about with the client in and after that conversation, because that's why the client is there. So step 2 of the 7 steps of selling is our discovery stage. In the discovery stage, the way that discovery stage ends and we can move over to alignment is we need to find out the client's main buying goal. So number 2, what is the golden question to ask to find out what the client's main buying goal is? There's a couple of ways you can go about doing it. If you're having a really good conversation with the client and it feels natural, you might just ask them. So, hey guys, genuinely, why are you looking to actually build a house? So guys, let me ask you this. Why are you actually looking, genuinely wanting to build a house? You know, it takes forever for it, to go through the process through councils. It takes time to build the actual home. Why don't you just go out there and buy established and just wait for their answer? Just shut up at that point and just wait. Just sit there in silence, because they're going to start to go through some reasons why they need to be in here. And then you can either keep targeting those reasons, or you can take some of them on board. And then when we move on to the alignment stage, we can use them. So that's one way. The second way to ask for it is this is the way I call it, the soap opera question. And the way I do it in my meet and greet is I'll go through, do all the meet and greet, take the client through the home, have a really good conversation. And as I'm walking out, as I walk out, I stop. I turn back to the client and I go, guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot to ask. I do it in a really I forgot this. So it's it catches them off guard because they're not thinking I'm asking this for a question. I forgot to ask this. Guys, I forgot to ask. Why are you actually looking to build? Guys, I forgot to ask. Why are you actually looking to build? The way you ask that question with that curiosity, it quite often drops the guard of the customer or the client, and they're a little bit more likely to engage with you on that front. So you're not interrogating them, because they know once they tell you why they're buying, a salesperson is just going to target them. We're obviously going to target those buying needs as well, but we're doing it in a way that makes the client feel a little bit more comfortable. So if you're having a really great conversation, you can ask them. If you haven't, in my meet and greet, the way I do it is I'll do all my rapport building first, and then I'll hit them with hey guys, sorry, I forgot to ask, why are you actually looking to build a home? The third question to ask, this is a key question. This is the actual golden question. The question is, and this should be the question you ask everyone anytime you're selling anything to them, and it's, hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but every day people are reaching out asking, Jason, how can we do sales training with you? So if you're in new home construction, if you've just started, if you're a seasoned pro, even if you're the #1 sales consultant at your company, every single one of us need a coach to get to that next level. So if that sounds like someone like you, click on the link in the description right now. It's going to ask for your name, your number, and a simple opt-in message to say I can give you a call. But if you want to skip past that entirely, simply text the number on the screen right now, 0427 915 668. Just text me a question, guys, and I'll jump on a call and have a chat with you right now. But guys, I hope you're enjoying the video. Let's get back to it. Guys, tell me what the perfect weekend would look like in your new home. It doesn't matter if you've had a not so good rapport building, if you don't want to be a little bit cheesy and do I forgot to ask. The perfect question to ask is, what would the perfect weekend look like in your new home? What would the perfect week look like in your new home? Who would be there? What would you be doing? These kind of questions are so vital because it gets the client to emotionally think about how they're going to use the home, how that dream is going to feel. So you're getting their dream outcome out. So when we talk about the client's main buying goal, this might not be their dream outcome. There might be another reason they're buying the home, but we want to get that dream outcome out. And the way we do that is we ask those questions. Now, what we quite often find is that the dream outcome actually aligns with the client's main buying goal. But the reason the main buying goal might be different is they might be buying this home because their kids are leaving home and they need to downsize. So the dream weekend might be me sitting out on the porch, drinking a cup of coffee in the morning with my husband. But the main buying goal is my kids are moving out, I need to downsize. So you use a combination of the golden question in amongst why you're looking to build, and then, hey guys, sorry, I forgot to ask why are you building? And then always, every single time I ever ask this, I always say, guys, do you realize that like building a house is really hard? Like it takes time. Why don't you just buy pre-existing? I'm trying to qualify them harder. I'm trying to like soft close them on why are they building. I want them to affirm in their head that they're going, yes, we must build. Hey, Jason, like, yeah, I mean, we've looked around it, established, obviously, we just couldn't find anything we like. Okay, so they need to make sure it's right for them. So when I'm having conversations with them, I'm always going to be linking back to that. Guys, like, obviously, you couldn't find this out in the market. Is this right? Or is there something we need to change? I want this to be perfect for you. And you throw those questions in, and it encourages the client to come on that journey and go, okay, this is my home. I need this one. So that's step 2. Step 3 is make it the center of every conversation. So once you find out what the main buying goal is, once you actually establish what that main buying goal is, that then becomes the center of every conversation you have. So if you're talking to the client about their kid's soccer game coming up, the main buying goal is my kids are leaving home and we want to downsize. So still, guys, it's going to be so good after you watch your son play, being able to come home and chill out on that porch, or to be able to come home and just relax in your space, yeah? It becomes the center of every conversation piece. Why? Because that's the reason the clients are in front of you. That's why they're doing this. That's why they're building. We always want to link the emotional connection of why they're here back to our product, back to the service that we're offering, back to that feeling of wanting to be in a home, because that's what drives the feeling of buying. You don't feel like you're being sold to, you feel like you're getting the opportunity to buy. And that's the thing that so many salespeople miss out on. So guys, they are the steps to finding out the client's main buying goal, and that's why it's so important. It becomes the foundation, it becomes the base of every discussion you have with the client, because the client ultimately just wants to be in their home, wants to be in that feeling of sanctuary, safety, homely, all of those feelings they want. And the way we get that out of them is we find out what their main buying goal is, we make that the center of every conversation. We use the golden rule to really understand why and what that's going to look like, what that vision's going to look like. I'll tell you the secret. Like the secret sauce is if you can link the golden question with the client's main buying goal, if you can link that golden question with the main buying goal, that's the strongest piece of motivation to encourage the client to progress forward. That gives the client courage and enthusiasm to move forward in that buying journey. So as always, guys, it's Jason here from the Omni Sales team. If you needed any sales training, if you want to get better, if you want to develop, if you just want to go over some strategies, guys, text the number on the screen, 0427 915 668, and I'll give you a call. As always, drop a like, comment, and guys, I can't wait to see you on the next one.